Have you ever noticed that simple tasks, like standing up from a chair or carrying groceries, start to feel a bit harder as you get older? At first, you might think it's just aging or maybe a tiring day. But over time, those small changes add up, and before you know it, your strength isn't what it used to be. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. In fact, after the age of 60, most people begin to lose muscle at a surprising rate, about 3 to 5% each decade. By the time we're in our 70s or 80s, this muscle loss can have a real impact, making us more prone to falls, fractures, and even losing our independence. It's something we don't often talk about, but it affects nearly everyone as we age. The good news? It doesn't have to be this way. You don't need a gym membership or expensive supplements to fight muscle loss. In fact, new research from Harvard Medical School has uncovered something exciting. There are everyday foods you likely already have in your kitchen, that contain powerful compounds that can help preserve and even rebuild muscle tissue. As we get older, yes, even in your 70s or 80s, your body never loses its ability to rebuild muscle, as long as we give it the right support. And that support starts with the food we eat. Today, we're going to talk about 10 essential foods that are especially good for maintaining muscle strength, keeping you active, mobile, and independent for years to come. These foods are simple, accessible, and backed by real science. Let's start with one you probably already have in your fridge: eggs. Eggs have had a bit of a roller coaster reputation over the years. First they were good, then bad, then good again. But when it comes to muscle health, eggs are one of the best foods you can eat. They're packed with high-quality protein and a special amino acid called leucine. Leucine is important for muscle repair and growth, which becomes harder as we age. The best part? Your body can't make leucine, so you need to get it from food. One large egg has about 500 milligrams of leucine, and the protein in eggs is easy for your body to absorb and use efficiently. If chewing meat is tough for you, scrambled eggs with a bit of spinach and cheese can be a perfect, gentle source of protein to keep your muscles strong. Next, let's talk about Greek yogurt. Not all yogurts are the same. Greek yogurt is strained, which means it has nearly twice the protein of regular yogurt, without the added sugar. It's also rich in calcium, which helps keep your bones strong while your muscles do the work. Greek yogurt is also full of probiotics, healthy bacteria that not only help digestion but also support your gut's ability to absorb nutrients. The better your body absorbs protein and vitamins, the more efficiently it can rebuild muscle. A bowl of Greek yogurt with berries and chopped nuts is a delicious snack that also helps repair muscle. If you're sensitive to lactose, try lactose-free options or plant-based versions fortified with protein and calcium. Lastly, let's talk about salmon. While salmon is famous for supporting heart health, it's also fantastic for your muscles. It's full of omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation in the body. Inflammation is one of the reasons older adults have a harder time building or maintaining muscle, because it slows recovery. So, eating salmon can help fight inflammation and support muscle health at the same time. Salmon is packed with many benefits for your muscles. It contains omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation in the body, something that can slow down muscle recovery. Inflammation makes muscles less responsive to protein, which is key for rebuilding and growing muscle. Salmon is also rich in vitamin D, which is essential for muscle function, and provides about 22 g of high-quality protein per serving. So, a simple piece of grilled salmon can give your muscles exactly what they need to stay strong. If you're not a fan of salmon, other fatty fish like sardines or mackerel offer similar benefits. And if fish isn't your thing, consider a high-quality fish oil supplement, though food should always be the first choice when possible. These three foods, eggs, Greek yogurt, and salmon, aren't just good for your health, they're like a personal repair crew for your body. They provide the nutrients, amino acids, and healthy fats that your muscles need to repair, grow stronger, and keep you active. The best part is you don't need to completely change your diet. Just adding one or two of these foods can make a big difference. For example, you can start tomorrow by having eggs for breakfast or switching your usual snack to Greek yogurt with berries. Remember, the key is consistency, not perfection. Now that we've covered these muscle-building foods, let's move on to another often overlooked, but incredibly powerful food that helps with aging: strong lentils. Yes, lentils. These small legumes are often overlooked, but they're a powerhouse when it comes to supporting muscle strength as we age. They're not just for soups or vegetarians. Lentils are a great source of plant-based protein, fiber, and other essential nutrients. Adding them to your meals can help give your muscles the support they need to stay strong and healthy as you age. Muscle health, especially in older adults, is crucial. Lentils are packed with plant-based protein, which helps if you're trying to cut back on red meat or are looking for more heart-friendly sources of strength-building fuel. But lentils do more than just give you protein. They're rich in iron, which helps carry oxygen to your muscles so they can work more efficiently. Many seniors, especially women, end up with low iron levels, which leads to fatigue and slower recovery. A cup of cooked lentils offers about 6.6 milligrams of iron, along with fiber and important minerals like magnesium and potassium. That combination supports not only your muscles but also your heart and digestion. And the best part? They're easy to cook, affordable, and versatile. Add them to a stew, toss them into a salad, or mix them with brown rice for a complete protein meal. It's a simple way to give your body what it needs without spending a fortune or slaving over the stove. Now, let's talk about something sweet: berries, especially blueberries and strawberries. You might not think of berries when you hear muscle building, but they play a key supporting role. As we get older, our cells become more vulnerable to something called oxidative stress. That's when harmful molecules build up and start damaging tissues, including muscle. Berries are loaded with antioxidants, which act like little bodyguards for your muscles. They protect the cells from damage and even help reduce inflammation, which speeds up recovery and keeps you moving with less soreness or stiffness. And here's where it gets really exciting. Research shows that the antioxidants in blueberries can actually help improve muscle performance, especially when paired with exercise. So even if you're just doing gentle stretches or a short walk, adding berries to your day could make those efforts go a lot further. A handful of berries with breakfast, blended into a smoothie, or even eaten frozen as a cool treat in the evening, they're delicious, colorful, and healing from the inside out. But now, let's add something with a bit more bite: lean beef, especially grass-fed if you can find it. Now, I know beef has had its share of critics, but lean cuts eaten in moderation are an incredibly rich source of muscle-building nutrients, not just protein but creatine, yes, the very same compound athletes use to build muscle mass and improve strength. Your body makes some creatine on its own, but it also pulls it directly from food. And as we age, that natural production tends to drop off, which makes dietary sources even more important. Lean beef is also packed with zinc and B vitamins, which support energy production and muscle repair. Just a small portion, a palm-sized serving, can help feed your muscles exactly what they're craving. The key is choosing the right cut: sirloin, tenderloin, or 90% lean ground beef are all good options. And pair it with fiber-rich veggies or a side of lentils or beans, and you've got a meal that's both comforting and revitalizing. Let's add a touch of green now, shall we? One of the most underestimated vegetables for muscle health is spinach. Popeye may have been onto something. Spinach is high in magnesium, which plays a role in over 300 biochemical reactions in your body, many of which are directly related to muscle function. Without enough magnesium, your muscles can feel weak, crampy, or fatigued. It also contains plant-based nitrates, which help improve blood flow to your muscles. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reach your tissues, speeding up repair and keeping everything running smoothly. And unlike some veggies that lose their value when cooked, spinach retains most of its muscle-friendly nutrients whether you eat it raw in a salad or wilt it into your scrambled eggs. It's an easy add-in with big benefits. So, what do we have so far? We've covered everything from humble lentils to powerhouse spinach, from berries to beef. Each of these foods supports your muscles in a unique way, some by providing raw materials like protein and iron, others by reducing inflammation or boosting circulation. And here's something I want you to keep in mind: you don't need to eat all of these foods every day. Think of them like tools in a toolbox. On some days, you might reach for eggs and berries, on others, maybe it's salmon and spinach. The goal is to mix and match, giving your body a steady stream of what it needs in a way that fits your tastes and your lifestyle. What matters most is that you're feeding your body with intention, because every bite can either move you closer to strength and independence or slowly, quietly take you further from it. You still have the power to decide which direction you're headed, and that's a beautiful thing, no matter your age. Let's keep going, because next up is a surprising favorite that not only builds muscle but can help protect your brain too: nuts, especially almonds and walnuts. Now, these might seem like just a snack, something you grab a handful of between meals, but they're much more than that. Nuts are tiny nutritional powerhouses. Almonds are rich in protein, vitamin E, and magnesium, all important for maintaining muscle strength, reducing inflammation, and supporting nerve function. Walnuts, on the other hand, are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids. These help not just with your joints and brain but also in slowing muscle degradation that often comes with aging. What's great about nuts is how convenient they are. You don't need to cook them, you don't need to prepare anything. Just a small handful, about the size of your palm, is enough to support muscle maintenance while giving you steady energy. Sprinkle them on oatmeal, mix them into yogurt, or keep a little container nearby for a quick, satisfying snack that works for your body instead of against it. Speaking of things that support your whole system, let's not forget about quinoa. This little grain might be trendy now, but it's been a staple for centuries in parts of South America, and for good reason. Quinoa is what's called a complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids your body can't make on its own. That's rare for a plant-based food, and it makes quinoa especially valuable for older adults trying to support muscle without relying entirely on meat. It's also packed with fiber, iron, magnesium, and potassium, making it a well-rounded addition to your plate. And unlike some grains that leave you feeling heavy or bloated, quinoa digests well and keeps your energy steady throughout the day. You can use it as a base for salads, pair it with vegetables and grilled chicken, or even enjoy it warm for breakfast like oatmeal with fruit and cinnamon. 1 cup of cooked quinoa gives you about 8 g of protein and a whole lot more in terms of health benefits. Now, let's talk about something a little creamier: cottage cheese. This one is a favorite in the fitness world, and it deserves a place in the conversation for aging muscles too. Cottage cheese is high in casein protein, a slow-digesting form of protein that feeds your muscles gradually over several hours. That makes it an excellent food to enjoy in the evening, maybe as a snack before bed, because it helps your muscles repair and rebuild while you sleep. It also contains calcium and B12, both of which support muscle function and nerve health. And for those who aren't big on the texture, there are whipped or smooth varieties now that go down easier. You can pair it with fruit for a sweet touch, or with tomatoes and cracked pepper for a savory twist. Either way, you're giving your muscles steady nourishment during the hours they do their most important rebuilding work. And now, finally, we come to the last essential food on this list, something simple, ancient, and completely underestimated: bone broth. Yes, bone broth. It's making a bit of a comeback, but it's always been quietly powerful. when made properly, simmered slowly with bones, connective tissue, and a little vinegar, bone broth becomes rich in collagen, gelatin, and amino acids like glycine and proline. These compounds support not just joint health but also the connective tissues that keep muscles stable and strong. As we age, our body's natural collagen production drops off, and that affects everything from skin elasticity to tendon flexibility. Drinking bone broth, whether you sip it from a mug, cook it into rice, or use it as a base for soups, can help replenish those reserves and improve overall muscle and joint resilience. It's warm, it's comforting, and it delivers powerful healing benefits with every spoonful. So now, we've made our way through 10 simple, deeply nourishing foods, each one backed by science, each one ready to support your body in ways you might not have realized were still possible. Here's the beautiful truth: just because you're getting older doesn't mean you have to accept weakness, frailty, or loss of independence. Your body is still capable of building strength, protecting itself, and staying vibrant if you feed it the right fuel. You don't need to do it all at once. Start with what feels manageable. Swap out one meal, try a new ingredient, maybe even share this video with a friend who could use a little inspiration too. And most importantly, give yourself credit for caring about your health. That effort, that intention, it matters. It means you're still in the fight, and you deserve to feel strong, capable, and confident in your body every single day, no matter your age. If this video inspired you or gave you a few ideas, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What foods do you already eat? Which ones will you try next? Let's start a conversation and support each other. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more uplifting, practical tips on staying healthy and strong after 60. Here's to living your best life, one delicious, healing bite at a time.